Right.
And customs stopped me and seized all the products. And what I noticed was like, okay, I have done something wrong, that I have brought products that are considered illegal by custom and are liable for confiscation. But the officers in the airport took samples of each product to use it with their girlfriend or wife.
So the agenda of today's podcast is to cover how someone who is in their 20s or 30s can enter this category and build a great brand. Like MyMoose or Beshram.com, they have scaled a great business.
Customers ready to spend. We have customers buying us X toy for 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs also.
What is the highest value which someone made in a single purchase?
No, probably a sex doll for a 5 lakh.
Are all the products in terms of supplement or anything related to a wellness category which someone can create in India and sell it internationally? Is there any gap there?
They rent a home, have a small YouTube studio kind of thing. They run a lot of YouTube accounts, meta ads, and that city would be doing turnover in crores in the sexual wellness business.
What age group is more likely to buy the product in this category? What is the major, say, age group? Are these the teenagers or the Gen Zs which are buying more of wellness, sexual wellness product? Or is it the matured age group, say above 30 or say 50? What is the age group dynamics?
I see several D2C brands which have come up. They have launched toys. They have launched card games. They have launched a blindfold. They have launched a lubricant. But
Complete kit.
I don't see a customer going back to them to buy.
Almost 99% of the product, what all the brands are selling is kind of white labeled. Nothing is there which is made in India, or are there factories in India which are investing in this technology and making wellness products in India? Are there any factories?
For this adult-oriented business, there is a strong no from the payment where the obscenity, nudity is.
What is the cost of acquisition for acquiring a customer online? Is there any idea? Hi Praveen, welcome to Founder Circle. Today we are gonna deep dive into this category of personal wellness, which I think you have been doing this category from last 12 to 15 years, I guess. And this is a category which I personally have seen grown from zero to a lot of brand has came into this category, and this category has seen a lot of funding also. If you see brands like MyMoose or Beshram.com, they have scaled a great business. So the agenda of today's podcast is to cover how someone who is in their 20s or 30s can enter this category and build a great brand. So yeah, can you start with a short introduction of who you are, when you started, and why this category?
Hi, my name is also Praween. I own Kamakart.com. I started way back in 2013 into the sexual wellness business. We started off with a physical store and also online website. My urge to start this industry was I was previously in mobile phone accessories and FMCG distribution. We were facing margin issues, and as a distributor giving credit to the market, unable to collect it. So I wanted to enter a business where I could command the payment, that customer will pay in advance or customer will not ask for credit, whether it's B2B or B2C. So we started off launching our website and our store. In the first month itself, our sale was about 10 lakh. It was unexpected, and from there on, we moved on to importing products from China. Then now we own a factory in India manufacturing sex toys, and also we distribute a lot of other brands in it.
Great. So may I know, like when you started back in, you said you started back in 2013. How was the market back then, and compared to now, which is like 12 years forward, how is the market now? Like, was it easy to sell back in 2013, or is it more open and easy to sell it now with coming of e-commerce and quick commerce in the picture?
No, those days, e-commerce was maybe as a growing stage. A lot of marketplaces were coming up, but they were reluctant to accept this category as sexual wellness, sex toys. It was a taboo thing overall. So independent websites were there, like probably less than 50. We had access to a limited catalog. Whoever is importing, they were importing limited items only based on their choice. And now it's become a vast industry, QCom, marketplace, direct website, D2C brand. A lot of products have come in, and influencers, marketing people. The cloud is like kind of a burst into this industry, and it has boomed a lot in terms of numbers of the business. The business people who have joined this post the COVID, maybe now more than hundreds of people would be doing this. So it has grown in a very big.
Great. So, coming back to when you started, can you brief us about the first step which someone can take? Say, for example, someone in their 20s or 30s wants to enter a sexual wellness category or a personal wellness category. What should be the first step they should take? Like, how should they find the product? Because, as far as I know, I don't think there are any manufacturers in India who are making these products. So, is China the only way to start the brand? How should they take it forward? The first step of starting a
And
brand.
the first step I would say is to visit China. There are wholesale markets in China. There are factories in China. There is a lot of trade shows happening in Asia. Every year there's a trade show in Hong Kong. April there is a trade show in Shanghai. In this year there's a lot of trade shows happening in Yiwu and Shenzhen as well for this personal wellness adult industry, only exclusively dedicated. So once you go there, you see variety of products, be it
Right.
toys, capsules, spray, lubricant, BDSM. So you will know what is the price there and what is the price you can sell in India. So what are the associated costs? Everybody just thinks you see a product in Alibaba or any global sources website, oh, it's $1 there, $2 there, and somebody is selling for $40, $50 here. They don't know what is the metrics in between, what is the expenses, and how the product should reach to the customer. Here there are a lot of hurdles to promote, advertise the product. You cannot shoot a SMS to everyone. You cannot broadcast a message to everyone because this is adult category. So they have to play it very sensitively. Even a small mistake can bring down a business.
Right. So, also talking about, say, for example, someone who is not able to visit China and they prefer a marketplace, say, for example, Alibaba or Made in China, and there are multiple other marketplaces from where the product can be sourced. And when you go to these marketplaces like Alibaba or Made in China, you see a product for, say, $2. But what is the actual cost of, what will be the actual landing cost if someone wants to import it here for a product which costs, say, which says $5 in China, X factory costs say $5. So what are all the costs which will be additional, and how someone can contact a manufacturer through online? We'll cover the online part, then we'll go to the offline, how to find a manufacturer in China.
See, basically, you go to Alibaba.com, you type your keyword like either a vibrator or massager or whatever product you're searching in this category, and whoever is promoting them with ads, all the manufacturer would show up. You can contact them and they will send their catalog. They have an e-catalog online uploaded on Alibaba.com. They will have a sample price different from the wholesale price. If people want to get a sample, they would send free samples to few buyers, and some will charge for the samples. And once you get the sample in hand, you have to find the quality. How is it? Because the quality is the important. Seeing at the picture, you cannot judge the quality. What is the raw material used? There are several parameters. What is the battery? What is the motor? And a lot of other things go into a making of a single product. So you need to deep dive into that to know every aspect before judging into a price. Say likewise, you say you buy a vibrator for $5, what would be the landing cost here? So there are two types of shipping, like sea, air, and there's also land shipping also if you do through other country. And when it arrives into India, it must be at least 1.5 times of the cost. Like say if it's a $5 in factory, you might land it up to 7.5 or $8 roughly, including all the expenses and everything. And people make the packaging here in India to save space in the logistics. So I think that's a decent price of landing here, and rest your marketing and promotional costs to sell the product.
So basically 1.5x of the X factory cost which we see on Alibaba is going to be a landing cost. And on top of that, we'll have to do additional packaging because what I've seen most of the brands in electronics and any of the product which are imported from China is they only import the product just to save on the volumetric shipment cost, and then the packaging is done, right? Okay. And then the second way to look for the product, and basically we'll not be able to touch and feel or experience the product if we see online. So how should someone look for a manufacturer in the China? So, and what are all the cities where someone can visit, and what are all the exact places where they can visit and explore the product and figure out a manufacturer?
The sex toy industry is majorly based in Dongguan, so that is the production hub. It's about hour and a half from Guangzhou in the Guangdong province in the south of China. And Another hub of manufacturing is in Zhejiang province, Ningbo, where the less cost or less quality products are manufactured. So these are the two big hubs where the major factories are located. And other cities would be Guangzhou, Shenzhen, or Zhongshan. So all are like quite close to each other. If you go to Guangzhou, there is an adult toys market, wholesale market exclusively for this industry. Each shops will have different items and display. You could just take a product and find the manufacturer from there. You could Google, you could search in Chinese websites, Alibaba and something. Visit the factory. Every factory has a dedicated showroom for all their items. They display their samples. You can touch and feel what are the raw materials used. For example, sex toys has three type of raw materials. That is TPE, a form of rubber, PVC, and that is third is a silicon.
Okay.
Say silicon is also in solid and liquid silicon. So liquid silicon is the highest grade of the raw material. The product will be quite expensive compared to the other two, TPE and PVC.
Seeing the India-China relationship, what do you feel like? I think you visit China quite often, and like most of the times whenever I text you, you are there in China. So seeing the current political situation between India and China, how easy it is to do business or find a manufacturer? Do the people trust? Do the Chinese manufacturers or vendor they have a trust on Indian people who is someone who is not established business? I would say someone who is starting up new, has a very small MOQ, wants to invest say 5 to 10 lakh rupees in the category. What kind of a response do the Chinese manufacturer give? Do they entertain you, or how does it?
In China, there's two things. Like you buy a inventory that is readily stocked. They would have it without box or with box. They call it neutral packaging. That is, it would be either white or brown or black packaging without anything. And later people would repackage it. And second thing is customization. When it goes to customization, they expect a MOQ. So MOQ is like one day they load the mold onto the machine to produce your product. So it takes at least 1 or 2 hours to fit the mold and to make the color changes and to run the production. So they have a MOQ fixed. Minimum the lowest is 500 for a product. So they would not do less than that. And in some rare cases, they might do 100 or 200 as a sample case because they also want more new customers. Right. They want to give it a try. So if they find it trustworthy from the customer side, they will surely explore to working with a lesser MOQ than the normal.
Now the product is something which is finalized. And what kind of, say, for example, for a brand to start, I think they should at least have, say, 5 to 10 product. If you see any of the brand which started in India, say Sashi Things or My Moose or Pepi or any of these D2C wellness brands, they started with a catalog size of say 7 to 10 products, and couple of them are like playing cards and basically small products which they are importing it from China. They are getting it done in India, and only I think 4 to 5 products which is something they are importing from China. So can you tell us the cost dynamics on what is going to be a MOQ for the product, and based on the average ticket value, what should be a ideal investment which someone can expect?
If you want to start it all fresh, the inventory from China at least should be around 10 lakh. For each product, at least 2 lakh should be the rough investment. Each 500 products. So basically a vibrator decent would cost 300, 400 rupees from China, or a male product without vibration should cost 200 rupees. 150 rupees. So if you go 500 into each, so it will all come up to 10 lakhs. Yeah.
So basically 10 lakh is going to be a product investment. And apart from that, if you are visiting China, it is going to be a cost of say a 2 lakh rupees for a week visit.
Yeah, visiting China would cost like 1 to 1.5 lakh. Okay. To go around more, it would cost about 2 lakhs.
About 2 lakh. So basically with an investment of 10 to 12 lakh rupees, someone can start a business, source a product, and yeah. And okay. So we have covered the product part, the sourcing part. Next, coming back to the legalities of this category. So how easy it is to do a business. We'll cover the offline part first, and then we'll jump into online part. So how easy it is to set up a store in your city and display your product and sell it? What are all the restrictions which someone has to follow in this category?
See, we have stores in Tirupur, Chennai and Kochi on the main road. Quite visible to the public and to all the authorities as well. We don't display packaging, nudity, obscenity in anywhere. If the customer walks into our store, probably asking for a dildo, so we would take and show them on request. So we don't just display the dildos everywhere, nudity, or obscene packaging in any of the product, for even a
Right.
breast cream or a underarm cream or anything. So all of it are displayed in a discreet manner. Only upon request we show the product to them. More than a decade in this business of running physical stores, we have not got any issues except our Goa store. We had launched a store in Goa in 2021, Kama Gizmos. We had been distributing pamphlets to the public on the road, and one of the social activists got angry with that. How can you promote? This is against the moral of the society, and he went to threaten us to burn down the store. So we had to shut it down in less than a month. So probably I think the concept varies from place to place. I am based in South, and here I find people accepting. A couple of people asked me, "You're from the area where RSS, BJP is very strong. Even the vice president is from Tirupur.
Right.
So you could have faced a lot of backlash. How did they let you run the store? Are you paying any mamul every month?" I said, "No, none of the authorities really causes trouble. We have customers from all walks of life, politicians, police, customs. Everybody is a customer because it's basic the human thing. People want to buy this product, they pay the money and buy it, and when they're happy they come to us repeatedly. So we don't sell our products to underage people. We don't sell abortion kit, that is illegal. So whatever is illegal we have been avoiding since the start of our business. So we have not faced any legality issue with the physical store. A lot of other city friends have come and seen my stores in Kochi, or I think we have our branding wide in the public as well. Kamakart.com, sexual wellness store, like that. I have not faced problems so far. Maybe if I face in the future also, I will be able to handle it in the right.
So basically, the marketing has to be subtle. We cannot promote it widely, saying, say, we are running a discount or we are selling XYZ product. Visually, it should not be appealing or cause any kind of. Basically, we have to follow a subtle mark and right. Okay. And talking about the online scenario, when you say you imported few products, you have set up an online store, and what's next? So does Meta allow you to advertise the product on their platform? How does Google restricts your products from getting advertised? And are the payment gateway providers, say for example Razorpay, are they willing to give you payment gateways? What are the restrictions there and the challenge?
So this is the very challenging part in the online business that we have been experiencing over the last few years. RBI was very strict, and payment gateway is not there in our website. We are selling a lot of products, that is sprays, pills, and etc. Some D2C brands sell only toys as massagers, so they are able to use some loopholes to get the gateway from Razorpay or Cash Free, or most probably from Shiprocket as COD and etc. But directly, there is a strong no from the payment gateway industry for this adult oriented business where the obscenity, nudity is displayed in the products. See, we are selling doll, we are selling dildo. We have to show the product to the customer in the form of image that cannot be avoided. Coming to promotions, Meta is also not friendly for a lot of products. See, I cannot call every product as a massager because I have a wide catalog and we sell different brands, so it's not supporting there. We use platforms as X, Twitter, so they support the adult oriented content. Some of our peers use ads in the porn website network to gain the customer lead. Otherwise, we have to use influencers. They do some content marketing that will help to get customers. But promotion is very hard. Like I have tried advertising in radio, newspaper, satellite television, but we are not getting a traction. The most beneficial way is from YouTube and Instagram Reels, that our content,
The organic content which you post.
so
about the
that's how we
product.
get customers on an everyday basis. And once our customer orders in website and comes the complete the payment manually, from next time he follows it up with our WhatsApp numbers, sales team there, and he just orders through WhatsApp and makes payment to our UPI bank account. So the process is made simple in the follow-up order.
So basically, it has to start with content first strategy, because this is a new category. We have to educate our customer first about the product or the category. And then I think the retention marketing, something where you build a customer relationship, build a community around it, be there for the customer in terms of replacement or exchange or so I think that is something which will work. So there is one more trend which I have seen post COVID is a lot of D2C brand who if I take names of say Maimu, Sashi Thing or Beshram.com, if you go to their panels, they follow a very clean approach. Like every single word what they use on their website is very precisely picked up so that they do not fall to the category where Meta or Google should ban their cat. And also the product what they choose and they sell doesn't look like a sexual wellness product. They are more like a aesthetic product. They have a aesthetic appeal to it. So is this the reason they are able to get the payment gateway and all the services which usually a brand does?
Yeah, actually, we have been in touch with a lot of payment providers. They say it's mostly case to case basis. For example, we asked like Durex is also selling sex toys now, and TTK is also selling sex toys now. How they are able to get the gateway? They also have sex toys as well as aesthetic product.
Right.
Why they are able to bypass the rules? Why is not common for everyone? Every business owner is should be treated same, but they don't have a proper reply to us. And
Okay.
if we go to the gateway and somewhere our money is stuck with them, then the working capital flow will be affected. So we just tend to avoid it unless there is a very strong payment company who supports it and who offers the normal settlement T+1 or T+2. Earlier we had worked with Razorpay. They asked us to work on T+15. They said like we would get large of chargeback. We have to wait and see if customers are coming to us with complaint and progressive we can reduce the days. I said no, because my capital will be locked with them and I cannot reach out to the customer because this is a non-return category, and even if the customer wants to return, I cannot do anything.
So you spoke about TTK, and TTK basically runs the Score group, right?
Yeah.
And Moods, which is again one of the global brands. So why are they entering this category? Isn't they like aren't they doing like great numbers, say 10,000 crore, 20,000 crore business? And why are they entering this small category? What scope have they seen, or is there a great future for this category? The reason being they are entering these categories.
See, every condom brand would want to expand their category into lubricant or vibrating rings or toys or etc. But condom is in India comes under the Drug Price Control Act. Like you cannot price the condom at whatever price you wish. Government controls it. Even for a premium condom like a Durex Air, you buy it in other country for about like 500 or 700 rupees, but in India it's only 300 rupees. So there is a price aspect that where they are compelled to sell for a lesser price than other market. They don't have a free hand.
Okay, in
And
condom category.
yeah, in the condom category. So when it comes to other category like lubes or toys, they have a free hand to price it and they can earn more margin and they can sell it along with the condom. And yeah, they are doing pretty much decent because they have a brand value in the brick and mortar stores where condom sells very good. Every pharmacy will have it. So the brand is easily accepted by the people and the trust would be more. So which condom is good? So obviously their toys also would be giving the same pleasure like their products.
Yes. So this is a category where I feel a lot of fraud has been happening from the website point of view and also from the customer point of view. See, a lot of people will place a order in cash on delivery and will not accept a product, or maybe they receive a product and they say they have not. They'll try to return the used product. So, what is your experience in this from the brand point of view and also from the customer point of view? Can you share a story from both point of view where you have seen it happening?
Yeah, first, in my websites, we never offer cash on delivery. We just offer prepaid, or if somebody requests they need COD, we ask them to visit our physical stores and buy the product. And yet, we face a lot of issues after the product is delivered. We conduct the packaging of the product under the CCTV because, like, customer says, I ordered two products, one is missing, and the product is damaged. We send a sealed pack, and we also have a very good relationship with our courier partners, DTDZ, Shiprocket. Majorly, the issue doesn't happen with any of the logistics guys. In a very rare case, it might happen. But the customer would have ordered different product from other people, or he or she would have owned the same product earlier, and they would have made it non-working, damaged or something. So they try to replace this, and they threaten us like, we will give you a negative review in Google. So we will go to the cybercrime and report the transaction which we have paid. That will lead to freezing our bank account, debit freeze and lien.
Right.
And to go to solve the issue, like a customer buy for 5,000 and he creates this issue, the reputation management and everything would cost the business in lakhs. The customer is using this as a tool to bargain his demand. So normally a lot of business owners give up to this. And in COD, I see my friends who are in the same business share me stories that customer is asking to put the parcel in XYZ courier like Ecom Express or Delhi Very in particular location. And when the product reaches them, they just take out the product and send it back. They fill like washing powder surf excel equivalent to the weight of the product. Like he orders 5 kg doll for 15,000 rupees, a half doll or something, and he sends a 5 kg washing powder back. And the main reason here is due to the privacy and discreet nature of the business, we don't mention the name of the product. So it would be mentioned as a massager or a gift item, and normally we would not have mentioned the real value as well. So when we go to claim with the logistic providers, they would not claim the full value of the actual product. So they will give only 1/3 or maybe 1/10. So this is a major issue when it comes to the customer side. So customer, they file a complaint and we need to go and sort it out. They have a understanding with the courier company to take out the item and send back. And after using also, they would give a feedback saying we need new one. It's all happens in this business. We cannot avoid it just because one or two guys are like that. We cannot avoid the rest of the people who are pretty much very decent. And the other side in the website part, so like you own a popular website, I own a popular website. Somebody scraps it fully and create a fake website. Customers who are new, who want a product in a lesser price. Likewise, I sell a product for 5,000, so I wouldn't be ready to sell it for 1,000. But same product, same picture, they put all the content same as my website, and one of the website also put my number even. And customers order there. He orders a toy for 1,500 rupees and he gets a lubricant for 100 or 200 rupees and comes up to complain us. What the website, shady website owners think is, okay, we are selling less price product, 1,000, 2,000 like that. And if customer pays, they're not going to make a very big issue. And they operate very clearly. Either they go for a cash deposit option. See, you cannot make complaint about a bank account when you're using a cash deposit. And another, you're using third party Shiprocket or third party COD account. So they will quite often change the accounts in which they are receiving money. So they're not bothered about that. And I know one guy in Kolkata runs about 30 to 40 websites. He gives employment to the staffs. Like you run one website, whatever order comes, 10% is your cut. And none of the products are in stock. And they just send paper roll, thermocol, and whatever it is, they just to fill the packaging. And what the customer will do, he will just go put a bad review on Google or Reddit or Quora, and it doesn't cost much to make a new website like Shopify or WordPress, maybe a 5K, 10K. They just copy all the popular website, put the same catalog. The only difference would be the price. People who are looking for low cost products, low price products, they fall prey to them. I had a customer from Mumbai. She came in the train all the way to my Kochi store, bought the product, and went back in the next train. I asked, why do you want to come? Like, we are ready to send courier. You will get it. You can pay the money to our company back account. They said, no, sir, I have been cheated a lot of times. I kept trusting people, India Mart and other places where this product was advertised for 5,000, and I received fake products like hardly 1,000 or 2,000 even worth, which doesn't meet my expectation. So they came, bought a product for 30K, went back. They are very happy. I've had lots of customer like that come to Tirupur from Bangalore, buy product. They say, no, sir, we are very much happy to see the product, give the money and buy. We don't want to get cheated, because they cannot go to the police or they cannot go to authorities and say, see, I paid for this product and I didn't get it. And they would be probably shamed by the authorities as well. Like, why do you trust? why you want this, and they will like judge a people, some people.
Right, right, absolutely.
That's the reason. So on the customer side, probably I think is very less scamming to the business owners, and the shady owners are doing more scam. It's running into crores. It's not a small money. I have even highlighted a few incidents to the brand owners. I have seen Lizus, I have seen Bolcare, I have seen MyMuse, all their products, website, even Sangya. A lot of people have copied that and made quick bucks over it.
Right. Okay. Coming back to, see, we have covered the product sourcing part and kind of the marketing part also. So how, what do you feel like, if say for example, if you have to start a new business, what should be the perfect route to start with? Should it be the online part or should it be the offline part? And how important is the content game in this business? Like, how important is creating content on Instagram and YouTube? See, I have seen brands like MyMuse and such thing, they invest heavily in creating content because this is a category where you are not able to run ads freely as compared to other categories. So how important is the content and what should be the strategy to get the first initial 100 orders for a new brand?
To start off with the online business, I think is the best idea skipping the physical store, because it's very hard to draw crowds from everywhere to visit your store and go back. So online is the best idea to start with. Once you're ready with your inventory, your branding, and everything, I seen my muse do a lot of content with their staff. They haven't hired any UGC models outside, so all of their in-house staffs are doing content for them, like videos or other things as well,
Right.
pictures, photos, like that. And outside, if you were going to get an influencer, basically in this category all the influencers are charging very high amount, and sometimes we don't know if it's going to give us a ROI or not. Maybe it runs into millions of views also. There might not be probably 5 or 10 orders also. To be very cost optimized, nowadays people are using AI to generate content, to have a very repeated content delivery every day or every couple of days.
Right.
Not just about the product, like you need to educate the customer about what is pleasure, what is orgasm, and a lot of other things, because in India that's the lacking thing. People think, okay, you import a product, you make the packaging, you just run few reels and you will get hundreds of orders. No, it's not that. People should know what the product will do to them, why they need to buy the product. And literally nobody addresses it. They just say, okay, this is a massager. In what way the massager will give either pleasure or pain relief or something? So that
Right.
education is the key to gain more business, like hundreds of orders quicker, and go for a long term. Many websites have started up mushrooming after MyMuse had jumped into this industry, but not many are sustaining because everybody picks the same product. See, this is not a patented product, it's a
Right.
generic product. You go to China, you can buy the same product from many factories. So it's just the name is different. So MyMuse calls it Pulse, somebody will call it Wave, somebody will call it whatever. It's up to their imagination. But
Right.
the customer thinks, okay, this product is 1,000 rupees and 3,000 rupees other place, 5,000 rupees in another place. Why is it? It's all the same product, and nobody really justifies the reason why you need to buy from me.
So, what is the differentiator here? Say, for example, as you said, it is a very commercial product which anyone can source and copy, and this is something which I've seen across brand. The example which you gave of Wave and Pulse, I think a lot of brand, if you see Sangya, Maimu, Sashi, or the Sassiest or Peppy, I think if you go through their catalog, you will find just the color is changing and the outer packaging is changing, and the product is same across all the brands. So, what is the thing which a founder can do to avoid this thing? So, is there any way they can get a patent or get a product which is only supplied to them, or are there, say, there are different multiple brands internationally which are operating at a great level? Say, for example, Love Sense. So, is there any way to get the distribution of those brand in India and be unique from others?
Yeah, patent thing is a very serious aspect in other countries in the sexual wellness industry. You cannot copy a product, you cannot copy a technology. Satisfyer brand has won a lot of lawsuits just for using their air suction technology in the vibrators, and Lovens has lot of patent in the toys for the live streaming, where somebody can control the toy from anywhere in the world, and they can do live tipping as well. So there is a very strong innovation in this industry happening every year, every month. But when it comes to India, as this business remains a gray area,
Right.
see, government has not fully 100% authorized or accredited the sexual wellness business or sex toys. See, people just call it body massager, personal
Right.
massager, and they just try to evade customs. Many of the startups today, none of them import directly. See, they
Okay.
use a third party agent. So they will just buy the product from China, order it from a factory, and hand over it to a shipping agent, probably like us, we do for some brand. And they deliver the product to India, and then it's taken up for sale. So nobody could say that, okay, I have only imported this product. So they don't know in what HS code it's being imported. How much is
Right.
the customs duty paid? What is the value declared at custom? None of it is known to the
Brand
brand
owners.
owner itself. See, brand owner is asking, see, I need the product. I don't mind how you bring it. I will
Right.
just pay X amount of money for it. So that has to be very clear. Then only it can be easy for anyone to approach the court. See, you are
Right.
selling a product which you copied from me. How can I go to the court? Because I have
Right.
not imported it legally, or
Or
I have not declared the actual purpose.
or you have not actually made or designed the product. Say, for example, to design and make a product the way you want, unique for your brand, I think you have to get a dye made something like that for the product, right?
Yeah, yeah. See, basically, to make your own product, first you need to have a design,
Design.
or you are inspired from some design. You want to make changes. The 3D designer will make the changes and show the structure. Then you go to make the prototype with 3D printing. Then you go make a mold. So mold will take about like 15-20 days. So if it is a vibrator, so there are several parts to it. Like apart from the silicon on the outside, there is internal battery, remote control, other components. So that molds also need to be made. So it all takes about 1 month to generate a new mold.
And what is the
And
cost of development of a single product? Say, if we calculate cost of mold and all the innovation, chipset, and technology, what goes
see, if
into
you
it?
want to develop a single product as a new mold and everything, it would cost anywhere between 3 to 5 lakhs minimum. If the toy has more parts and more options, so it would increase even up to 10 lakhs.
Okay.
The factories will do free mold unless you have a very high MOQ. So, like 10,000, 20,000 orders you have, they will invest in the mold for you.
Okay.
And if you invest in the mold yourself, you can take the mold to wherever you want. Okay, today this guy does the outsourcing for you, he manufacture for you, and you find somebody else offering less price for the same product to do the assembly and production. You can take the mold to other guy.
Right.
And in mold, you can print, emboss your own logo, so
Right.
that the product will not be copied by anyone for some extent. And if you
Right.
patent it, surely you can go to any court to protect your intellectual
So
property.
basically, what I've seen in India is almost 99% of the product, what all the brands are selling is kind of white labeled. Nothing is there which is made in India, or are there factories in India which are investing in this technology and making wellness products in India? Are there any factories?
Yeah, actually, there is one factory in Chennai which is making toys. We
Okay.
have another at Coimbatore which is owned by us. We also make toys
Great.
for men and women. We are doing in the TPE category and the PVC also. We do assembly of the silicon vibrators in India. When we started it, like we started to do only for ourselves, like only for our own production. Now we are doing it for other brands as well, manufacture for them. And after like 2023, 2024, when the D2C was booming, a few people tried to set it up to manufacture everything in India, but they failed because the quality of China, the pricing of China could not be met in India. This is the very truth fact. And I would say some brands which claim making in India, they cannot prove it. It's really not made in India. Only TPE products are made in India. That's quite easy in injection molding or pour molding. That's not a big deal.
Right.
When it comes to silicon vibrators, none of them are made in India or even SKD or CKD because the Chinese have been in this industry for more than 3 decades and their
Right.
workforce are very much experienced in this industry. See, I took my engineer from Tamil Nadu to China 1 month to train him. And maybe one guy he can do without errors. But the same work we gave it to a lot of people to do some soldering in the vibrator and everything. If they do extra solder, the PCB gets burnt.
Right.
So the vibrator is of no use. See, Chinese give a product or an accessory or a spare after QC checking everything. And when you go burn it, there's no replacement.
Right,
So
right.
for saving few bucks, probably 30, 40 rupees, why you need to risk it yourself? Buy a finished product from China, you will not have any headache. And TPE products, no problem, because it's most of it are non-vibrating, so there is no battery or any motor component in that. So that's easily makeable in India, and people are doing it. It's selling in Amazon, Flipkart, all the QCOM made by us and others.
So, what is the business opportunity in terms of selling on Flipkart, Amazon, or Misho? Because I see a lot of brands they are selling on. I think KR Smith is one of the largest sellers on Amazon for personal brands, personal massagers. So, what kind of restrictions do they have, and what is the volume which someone can expect only from the marketplace?
See, recently I saw Amazon data of the Cashmere on a price of 1,500 rupees. They are selling a personal one massager, and they are selling very good numbers. And their expenses is about like 400 to 450 rupees, including all the FBA fees and everything. So about like 1,000 rupees they will get in their pocket. So what is the product price in China? Probably around 400 rupees or something. The quality that they are selling is quite premium and very good. So they would surely make like 25 to 50% and a very good profit
Profit.
on the Amazon, even if they don't do any promotions or any other external thing. I think it's a very good business. But everybody thinks, okay, this guy is selling more. So what if I cut the price? I can grab his market share. Nobody thinks to offer a good product. They just want to
Right.
grab the sale.
And while cutting the price, the quality also depreciates because if you are selling at a premium price, you are using premium material, and that guy might be using a toxic material or a cheaper
Yeah,
version of
see,
it.
I saw another guy selling for 500 rupees and Smith is selling for 1,500 rupees. The other guy is selling for 500 rupees. His numbers are just 100. See, customer are wise in different platforms. See, Amazon
Right.
is a very wise platform. People who shop there would often leave a review and they would approach the Amazon for after sales support if they
Right.
found the product to be bad. Maybe in Misho, if the sales commission is low for the vendor, they sell very low price. And Flipkart also, I
So
think
it
the
also depends on the
marketplace.
platform. Platform like Amazon as a platform is better. They have like tier one customers more. So I think the kind of audience what we have on Amazon is better compared to other marketplaces.
Yeah, see, Misho is always like B and C crowd. So you cannot sell a very premium or a very good product there because the
Right.
customer is not going to bother that. They just need a low product. Maybe they would often order the same product multiple times if they
Right.
found it faulty or not using.
Right.
But Amazon and Flipkart is not. I would rate Amazon is the best marketplace in this category. And Snapdeal is doing very big numbers in this because even before all other marketplaces began to focus sexual wellness, Snapdeal was the one who
Right.
supported this industry very long time. They are selling every product. Their commissions are a bit high, like 40 to 55%. You have to compulsory run ad, and they have a minimum selling price for the product.
Okay.
Nobody can bring down it from their side. If you lower the price, you would be blacklisted and your account would get deactivated. And you have to maintain ratings of your selling account, seller
Right.
account. If it goes below, you would be penalized. And if you don't deliver the product, that is hand over to the courier partner within 24 hours, you're charged 1.5 times of the order. I don't know if it exists for other industry or other sector,
No, no,
but
it is there in other categories also, but not 1.5x. It's the actual cost of product which is being charged the
but
customers.
here it's very high. Whereas like if the product is sold at Meesho for 500 and Flipkart for 1,000, the same product, but Snapdeal has maintained the standard price of 3,000. But
Right.
what the seller would get is around 1,200 or 1,300, and they have a very limited sellers there. So one seller would have like couple of accounts, and they would be doing like even we were doing close to 50 lakhs a month on Snapdeal before.
Snapdeal.
We have completely gone off from the marketplace. One customer ordered 5 vibrators on Flipkart, and they reported that 2 is not working. and
Okay.
they want two more. See, we
So
cannot.
marketplace is a customer centric platform where they focus majorly on the customer experience.
Yeah, so we
Even
cannot.
though you have all the proof, everything, no matter what you present to marketplaces, they'll always support customer first, and the brand will be banned.
And the loss will be on our side because customer pays for 5 and gets 7, and we
Right.
will get only half of it. So
Right.
I'm more now focused on selling from my own stores and online, and B2B, producing for brand. We
Great.
also import and deliver the products for a few
Hmm.
startups in this category.
Yeah, you touched up on the point of where you mentioned, say, influencers in this category are charging way higher than compared to any other category. So, can you tell us a number? Say, for example, an influencer with say 1 lakh or 2 lakh followers, if they charge say 10,000 rupees for an apparel brand for creating a reel, what is the multiple they charge for a sexual wellness brand in this personal category? Like, why
So
do they charge more? Is there any specific?
I have had interactions with Instagram, YouTube influencers for promoting one of my product. When I reached out to the female influencer, she said like for a 30-second reel, she would charge like minimum 2 lakhs.
2 lakh for 30-second reel.
Yeah. And I asked her why. Because
Hmm.
she was charging very less for other category brands. And
Right.
she said very single reason. Your product is expensive and your customers will buy because this is a sexual wellness product. And I reached out to a food reviewer. He's also does lifestyle product reviews and promotion. He gets 8,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees for a restaurant review.
Hmm.
He has a very good following, more than 1 million
Hmm.
in the social networking.
Right.
He asked me 1 lakh and I said, why? He said, I promoted for a capsule brand, supplement brand, men's supplement, and the sales was up to crore like that. And I said, okay, I offer you revenue sharing. You promote my product, whatever order comes, I'm ready to share even 1,000 rupees for one order. He said, no, I cannot promise that. That is not my job. My job is only content. Whether you get order or not, that's not my concern.
Does it actually work? Like if you work with the influencer and pay 1 lakh rupee and you get like 5 lakh views and thousands of shares, does it convert into sales? Like, have you had an example with you or any of the brands you know?
No, we have tried few Instagram accounts which have millions of followers. We give them like even 10K or 15K to post a reel, and we got zero orders. And we have sponsored few events and collabs also. There wasn't a single order. And in other case, we have done some promotion with adult-based Instagram pages. They just get 50 rupees or 100 rupees for a story or posting reel, and you would see, okay, there is 5 or 10 orders.
Okay, so
It's no,
basically pages which are faceless pages who post content related to anything in the category. So they do reel for 50 to 100 rupees, which converts into sales.
yeah, yeah. See, there the followers might be low, but
Hmm.
might be real. Where you
Right.
see lot of bots are there,
Hmm.
there is no conversion at all. There is zero conversion because
Right.
I'm hesitant to spend money where
Hmm.
the ROI will be zero. We have done YouTube promotions. I see the video was shot in our shop. We spent about like 50K and the video was posted, no sale. It had all
Okay.
the content to make money.
Right.
We thought like it could get us sale at least 5 to 10 lakhs. It could provide some instant liquidity, but it's not happening.
Oh, so we see a lot of influencer brand coming up. Say in the category we are having a discussion, personal wellness category. So there is a brand called Peppy, which is backed by Bhuvan Bam, who is India's top YouTuber, and he backed a sexual wellness brand called Peppy, which was an existing brand, which was not a new brand which Bhuvan has created, which is an existing brand. Plus, we see influencers like Lizu. So she used to be a sexual wellness educator, and she created a brand on her name called Lizu, and she is doing. So is there any opportunity or where someone who is starting a brand can collaborate with the influencer on a revenue sharing basis or a partnership basis? How will that work? Is it a profitable model?
See, nowadays brands who are creating, they're looking for investors or they're looking for influencers who could become a value or face of the brand. Likewise, you say Lizu, she is selling product. And if the face of hers could get more business,
Right.
then others are also influenced. Okay, first they just build up the audience on delivering content, like talking sexual education and other things. They build up a very good follower base. Then they try to convert their followers into customers
By
and
launching a brand.
by launching a brand. and how it really goes for a long term is the real key, because everyone just buy product from China and just label it.
But
And
she
what is
has a distribution of followers to whom she can sell. The only advantage which an
no, you
influencer-led
see,
brand
in sex
has.
toy, a customer buys a sex toy. He doesn't buy it quite often. See, if you're buying a lubricant, if the bottle gets over, the tube gets over, he can buy. It's a pills they will repeatedly buy. And you see, most of the startups are just focused only on the toys category. So once the customer buys, and unless he's found something really interesting, he's not going to come again to you to buy the same product or a different product.
So retention is low in this category because there is no repeat sale which is happening very often, apart from pills and lubricants.
Yeah, spray and like the consumables like which get over, so people would come back to you.
Also, talking about, say, when someone wants to start a D2C brand and they want to scale it, they definitely have to raise some funds. So what do you feel, what is the investor point of view for this category? How easy it is to raise funds in this category? Because I have heard word with couple of D2C founders in this category, and they feel it is very tough to raise fund. Even for our brand called Coca-Cola, which is into couple chocolate, it was very tough to raise funds because the category does not match with the agenda which a fund has. So how can someone look for it? Is it the only bootstrap way a brand can be built in this category, or should they actually look for investors with this category?
See, in this category, finding investors is really hard. First, when we had talked to a lot of investors, the first thing was the legality.
Right.
So the security of the funds. So we say like we are going to invest the money in toys. So they ask me, you're importing. What if the customs take the good, or you're selling in your product in your shop? The authorities come to close your shop. So
Right.
my money is at risk. What if the customer doesn't buy? What is the guarantee that the money will come back to me? The investment, not the profit. So nobody is able to answer that aspect. See, we have always raised money from our customers, from my friends, the private circle. On we take just short term borrowings as investment with the fixed returns like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or 2 year. We don't have a
Right.
very long term, and we just use it to buy stocks from China or from brand like from 10,000, $20,000 like that. We just play it quite safe. But when you go in for a big ticket investment like raising with VCs, there's a lot of scrutiny, because my friends who gave pitch to few investors, they
Right.
could not get even a single rupee. They could only get from probably from private investors, maybe like few lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 lakh. But that's not the fuel to run a business long term.
So I think the biggest fundraise which has happened in this category is by the Bold Care. Is it right? Do you have any idea of?
Yeah, yeah, I've read the news like I think close to 400 crores or something. They have raised funding. See, they have started off with condoms, men wellness and female wellness. Their products are doing good. Now they're also in the offline market for the condom. They've recently forayed into toys. They would be, I think, expanding to further more categories as well. So they
Okay.
deploy the funds into several areas. QCOM, they are present in almost most of the dark stores,
Right.
generating money.
So
And
toys they have not entered yet. I don't see any listing of toys on their
no,
website.
no, no. They have toys by Bold Care and Bloom, two brands. They're
Hmm.
selling in Q-commerce and in their
Okay.
website since April, May. It's been
Oh.
on sale.
Coming back to the marketing part, what is the cost of acquisition for acquiring a customer online? Is there any idea?
I know a lot of D2C brands spend anywhere between 500 to 1,000 to
Hmm.
acquire a customer on Meta, because repeated retargeting needs to
Hmm.
be done, and COD is a big issue because customer will order and fail to collect the product, and
Right.
the RTO is very high in this industry. They might say like my friend ordered it, I didn't order. Somebody ordered anonymous. So the
Hmm.
RTO thing is a big loss factor in the numbers. Otherwise, it's surely 500 to 1,000,
1,000
1,000 rupees for one sale. It's
for one
quite
cent.
high.
Okay.
I feel.
So I think the initial first acquisition might be expensive, but going ahead, they can upsell a second product once they have the customer data. I think that is something which will be feasible for a brand to practice.
No, I see several D2C brands which have come up. They have launched toys. They have launched card games. They have launched a blindfold. They have launched a lubricant.
A complete kit.
But I don't see a customer going back to them to buy any product repeatedly. See, maximum
Right.
it can be a referral, like somebody refers a friend, okay, you can buy a product there. One of my friend, she bought a vibrator from my muse, and she said it didn't satisfy her. And she asked me like, Praveen, could you suggest anything strong enough from your shop? Because I personally know what is the vibrator really going to deliver to the customer in terms of pleasure. So that's why people don't come go back to them, or they don't have a wide catalog. See,
Right.
5 to 10 products is very a mean number for this, because we have like more than thousands of products. Still,
Right.
the customer asks for a new product. If
Yeah.
it's launched
See.
this week, so
Yeah.
they will ask something new. So we have to be really updated. Every year, I travel to each and every trade show in Asia and Europe to update the product. So we provide update in WhatsApp, like, okay, this product is launched.
Right.
Customer is ready to spend. We have customers buying us extra for 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs also.
What is the highest value which someone made in a single purchase?
No, probably
Anything?
a sex doll for a 5 lakh.
Also, there is a taboo around mostly men buy these products. So, what is the ratio of customers you see in India? Say, how much of a percentage of men are being buying these product compared to women? Are there women who are buying these products?
Yeah, women do buy the products if they feel they're very safe enough. I've had women visit our shop to buy products independently. We have had couples visit our shop to buy. And most of the men shop for women also, because women feel like shopping through men is quite safe, not to reveal
Right.
their identity like numbers or address or whatever it may be. But more products in this pleasure category are focused towards women getting the real pleasure through toys and other products.
Right.
Men buy enhancements,
Consumables mostly,
supplements like that.
supplements.
But it's more female products, and female are really buying it. Now the market is accepting, people are ordering through QCOM. They openly, before people used to hesitate. Now that body massager thing has come, so people call it, yeah, massager, vibrator, and thing, and
Right.
app control toys. It's becoming more common. I think it's like 60-40-70-30. It's more female products that is selling. We don't go into the like count of like who is really paying for the product, like men or women, but it's women product
Which
that's
is
more
majorly
selling.
sell. If you see the catalog of major D2C brand in this category also, we'll find out of 10 product, 8 products, 7 to 8 products are something which is aligned only towards female audience rather than men audience, right? For men's, I think Bold Care is one of the major players who is dealing into mostly consumable supplements and tablets. Great. Coming back to the question of how big is the market in India if this thing is being legalized by the government, if you compare it with other countries which you have traveled to, how do you see how open is the China market compared to India market, and what is the opportunity if India fully accepts this category and open this as a business?
See, India is a large population, world's number one. 2 to 3 decades before, even this sexual wellness business or sex toy business was illegal in China. Later, they made it legal, and China has sex shops in every city selling toys and condoms and everything. If the same was legally made in India openly, the price of the product would drastically come down. It could be sold in everywhere, like supermarket, grocery shop, even at the small pawn shop, everywhere. Like the product in other countries like Singapore or wherever the sex toy business is 100% legal, the price would be like 2 to 3x maximum of the cost price to retail price. It would not be
Right.
so high. In India, you see like a brand like Pepi buys a product for like 100 rupees or 120 rupees from China factory and does a packaging, maybe like it's another 25 rupees or 150 rupees costing. It's selling for 1500 rupees or 1000 rupees. So it's like 6 to 10 times their selling price. So
Right.
if the same product in China in retail, it's selling just for like 300 rupees or 400 rupees or maximum 500 if it is a very good high quality product in the
Right.
retail. So that would enable a lot of sales, but nobody is really going down to that level now, probably because of the cost associated with the business, and everybody thinks like this is a weak on the human part, like they badly need this product, they can make big money out of it.
Right. So yeah, coming back to business in India. So right now we have covered everything where we are sourcing products from China and selling it into India. So what are all the products which we can which is there in India? Say for example, Kama Sutra is something which is a part of India, which originated from India. So what are all the products in terms of supplement or anything related to a wellness category which someone can create in India and sell it internationally? Is there any gap there?
Yeah, India has been very good in the medicine business and the Ayurvedic herbal thing, Siddha, Unani, everything. So those kind of medicines and alternative medicines are very much in demand in all the countries. You walk in the streets of Pattaya, you will find a lot of Indian medicines
Okay.
boosters sold on the streets, on the pharmacies. If you go to China, you see a brand called REPL. It's from Bihar actually. They have a product called Kama Sutra oil,
Okay.
Sanda oil. So it sells for crores in China.
Great. So basically, these are the products which India dominates in manufacturing. I don't think any other country makes these
No,
products.
no, no, no. No other country manufacture these kind of product. And see, everybody is talking about like importing from China, importing from China.
Right.
And I would try or ask people, why don't you do the reversal? Why don't
Export
you
from
sell your
India.
product to China? Because
Right.
China is the largest consumer. See, what they sell on single day, that is on November 11, singles day, their one day sale is equal to India's 365 days turnover on e-commerce.
Right.
So that's a huge market and is a very easy way to enter those markets. And still not many people have entered it or even experimented it.
Right.
People are just thinking, okay, I can make big money here, big money here. You take your product to other country. You have a good medicine, you have a good cream,
Right.
you have a good spray.
So medically, basically, India is very sound in creating medical products. I think there are brands in US which I've came across. They are selling crores of business just by selling Shilajit and Ashwagandha peel. So there was a trend in TikTok which kind of promoted this Ashwagandha and benefits of Ashwagandha and Shilajit. And now brands from India, a few of the brands from India, majorly US brand, they are making crores out of it. So I think this is a gap. There's a market gap where someone who wants to build a brand in this category cannot look at importing the products from China, but rather try to export something which is popular in India, which can be easily sold.
Yeah. See, the oil which I mentioned to you,
Hmm.
it's selling for 200 or 250 rupees MRP in India.
Okay. And
But it is
internationally,
internationally it is selling for more than 1,000 rupees.
more than 1,000.
See, if a 250 rupees product with the MRP, the dealer price would be less than 40%. So
Right, right,
around
right.
150 rupees, or even if you go in talking to the manufacturer, do it on your private label, it could cost 100 or even less. There might be alternative producers who can match the same product. So why don't you do the private label on your own brand name, do a very nice packaging, put it on
Right.
the market. It could do on the AliExpress, TikTok, many platform is there that you can sell it to global audience. We should look creating a product that can be sold globally. I know a
Right.
lot of brands in every industry that they sell only products to overseas. They don't sell in
Right.
the domestic market because they think,
Yes.
okay, here is more competition, my margins are getting crushed. So I will do it only for the overseas market where I earn like same 5 to
Right.
10x profit.
Rather than being one of the 100 brand which is already there in India selling Ashwagandha and Shilajit, I think someone can focus exporting it to other international countries and make a business there. I think that can be one learning from this which someone can take.
Yeah, I know a doctor who is based in Bangalore.
Hmm.
He's selling in all the Amazon marketplaces across the world.
Okay, global Amazon.
Global Amazon,
Hmm.
Japan, US, Europe, everywhere.
And what is the
But he
product?
doesn't but he doesn't sell any single product in India. In the wellness category, he's selling some creams and other products. And nobody could really judge or see or if this is his brand. He makes a very
Right.
nice packaging, produce it doesn't even produce the product, he just outsources the product. So
Hmm.
what he does is every night sits up, runs the Amazon ad, that's it.
Kind of drop shipping business which he is doing through
No, no, no.
Amazon
He
of
no,
Indian
no,
business.
no, no, no. He procures the product from the manufacturer on his brand, send
Okay.
it to the FBA warehouse,
Okay.
and just leave it there and make.
Manages the Amazon account from India
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
sell it globally.
yeah. Sell it globally in
Great.
different markets.
And also, can you point out the reasons why this category has boomed? Is it because of the COVID has brought any changes in this category, the booming of this category? Or is it also related to, say, legalization of LGBT community? Does that play a role in this category?
No, post COVID, we see lots of people coming into this category because during COVID, this was one of the rare categories that did humongous business because people were indoors, people were with families. So they needed contraceptives, they needed some pleasure products to enhance their pleasure. So this was doing very well. Our shops were open during the COVID lockdown. On the both the occasions, we got orders from customers. We could deliver them as in the wellness category, medicines and everything. And people found that many business did not survive the COVID time. A lot of hotels, cinemas, and a lot of other business. So they just switch over to this. In 2019, a product in B2B was selling for 1,000 rupees. After the COVID, and now it has come down to 50 rupees.
Same product.
Same product. Because
B2B.
too much of competition.
Right.
I went to a place in UP called Muzaffarnagar. Even the roads would not be very good in the city.
Right.
There, the people run call center. They rent a home, have a small YouTube studio kind of thing. They run a lot of YouTube accounts, Meta ads, and that city would be doing turnover in crores in the sexual wellness business. And I met another pharmacist in Jaipur. He started to put reels first, like basic education on products like that. Then he did a startup on this. His website does more than 50 lakhs a month.
Only through organic content.
Only through content. And his shop would be basically around 80 square feet only.
Okay. So
And he
content also can be a business. So we spoke about business which can be built by importing products from China, business which can be built by exporting Indian products in terms of medicine, and then content, as you are saying, there are people who are monetizing content also in this category.
See, this adult content sometimes may not be monetized because of the words used or showing something.
No, but as an educator, if you see, there are multiple wellness educators. If you see Khushbu Bes, then Seema, she wrote a book also in this category. I think they are doing great collaborations with brands.
Yeah, see, some doctors are doing good with it, but it on case to case basis, because say somebody reports it and Meta takes down or YouTube takes down our account and it has to go through appeal, and that's why I think like a lot of influencers think that they need to create a brand or a business out of this so that it can make money for them in all the possible ways. When they have their own brand, they don't need to promote for others. This can be a very good turnout for them.
So yeah, with the experience of over a decade which you have had in this category, so if you have to start something in this wellness category and you are in your 20s and 30s and you have an investment range of say 8 to 10 lakh rupees, what are the top 3 products you will pick, and how will you plan the inventory and the marketing side?
See, if I were to start fresh in today's scenario, I would not just pick the toys alone. I would pick couple of toys like male, female, and couple toy, 3 toys, and have some very good supplement and probably a delay spray. So at least 5 products I would need to balance it and to have a recurring customer come to me every month. Because the toys customer, if they don't come also, I would have a lubricant customer or a enhancement customer or a spray customer. So he would come to me, and so that I can try to cross sell products or I can discount to him this toy which might turn out to be a dead stock.
Okay, seeing from the outsider's view, this seems like a very exciting category where you are selling to people and you are creating like a positive environment around. It looks very fancy and very interesting category to deal with. But what are some of the hard hitting facts or the ground level reality which you have came across, which someone should know? Because entering in a category and then later knowing that this is a tough category to deal with can be a challenging fact. So can you share a few of the challenges which are like reality challenges in terms of importing the product, or say negotiation with the importers, or say society, pressure of society, how people are gonna judge you? What are some points which someone should know before start?
See, starting the business, first I face criticism from the society, from my relatives, saying like, "Why do you need to sell dicks? Why do you need to sell these things? Like, why do you need to sell pills like that?" And later on, it took maybe 1 year or time after I started appearing on mainstream medias, giving interviews about my business, so they accepted it. And coming to the other aspect in the business, so once I traveled to China and I come to the airport, I had a lot of samples with me, which I bring. So when we buy the product or procure the product first time, we get some sample, give it to a few customers, get a review before launching it for commercially. So and customs stopped me and seized all the products. And what I noticed was like, okay, I have done something wrong, that I have brought products that are considered illegal by custom and are liable for confiscation. But the officers in the airport took samples of each product to use it with their girlfriend or wife.
Okay.
And I did not give up. I fought with them for almost 3 months. They would say like, okay, come tomorrow, come tomorrow, come 2 days later. I went to the airport. I went to the customs office. I went to them back to forth. And one day I got it released.
Okay. And how big was the shipment or the
Yeah, the shipment was couple of lakhs. Actually, my thing was like I went to meet the deputy commissioner with all the legalities and everything. I said, sir, some importer is importing at Mumbai, someone is importing at Delhi. Why am I not permitted? Okay, what is the thing? Okay, you put me fine penalty. I'm ready to pay. What is the issue? Okay, he said like it's completely illegal. Okay, completely illegal. Then why your officers are taking samples for using? It's totally illegal, right?
They
Then
should
why you
discard
need
it.
why you need to take products from me? It's my money. You either destroy it or give it to me. And I went through appeal process and everything, and I got it back. And another scenario in Bangalore, I was called by customs because I was repeatedly importing, and they held one of my shipment. And I went to meet the senior officer. I was fully dressed up, ready, went there 10 a.m. I went with a recommendation, like the officer in another city recommended me. He's my friend. You can meet him to help him solve the issue, whatever. Until 5 p.m., 6 p.m., he didn't meet me at all. Every time he walks, I used to stand up, sit down. You want coffee? You want sandwich? You want meal? They took care of me. But they made my energy drain. At the evening, 5, 6 o'clock, my phone was out of battery. I didn't have energy in me to talk, to fight with them. He just called me inside and said, like, you can import this product anywhere in India, but not in my port.
Okay, which port it is?
Bangalore.
Bangalore.
And
Okay.
he said, go see the junior officer. The junior officer said, I imported reusable condom. It was 500 piece in that shipment, which was stuck. And he said, like, you're spoiling lives of 500 women. I said, what? He said, because of your product, women are expecting more time on bed. And
Okay. This was the excuse what he gave.
and he said, he depicted me as a very bad person. I was shocked. I said, sir, I'm doing good to the society. There are a lot of single women, there are a lot of unsatisfied people who are living in the marital life. Even after having kids, they want to have a good pleasure. So our toys plays a role in them, that we don't encourage illicit relationship or something. We just say, okay, if men use this with their partners, so they'll be happy. And next time, they sent a team of officials to raid my shop
From Bangalore.
from Bangalore. And the officers came. I would really appreciate them. They did not harass any of us. They just gone through all the documents and everything and finished the issue.
So basically, legally, there are a lot of challenges if you're
Yeah,
dealing in this
actually,
category.
that's why none of these brands I can challenge if they import directly.
Right.
They're
None of
not
the-
importing. They use some subordinate. They use some substitute. So they're not really facing the music from the custom. See, I had raised the issue with customs in Chennai. TTK Healthcare is a big company, owns Score brand of condoms.
Yes.
They started Love Depot. They are importing sex toys every year for more than crores. I went and asked the customs officials, sir, I'm an Indian citizen. They are also an Indian citizen owned company. If they can import toys which are nudity, which are everything,
Right.
why can't I? They ignored me. Then I went another way, raised the issue to the officer through CP grams. So that's a central government officials appealing thing.
Right.
And I did not get reply. I used to get template replies.
Right. The forwarded replies.
Yeah,
template
yeah.
replies.
And then I went ahead again appealing. Then one day I just got fed up. I called the officer directly. I was in China that time. Sir, what is the issue? He said, like, you can also do, no problem. You can also bring the shipment. Then we'll see. I said, sir, why would I bring in a shipment of few lakhs and try to face the issue?
Right.
Because I just wanted a beforehand information that
Will I be allowed or
will I
not?
be allowed or not? And I sell the same product. See, they sell Satisfyer brand. I am also a Satisfyer reseller accredited by them.
Satisfier is a brand.
Yeah, it's a global brand selling in more than 100 countries. So if they can, why can't I? I provided documented evidence with their bill of entry, how they declared the product. It's a name Satisfier. They just put SAT.
City.
They also misdeclared.
Right.
See, they are importing in a wrong HS code. They're importing all battery vibrators in a non-electric vibrator massager code.
Okay.
They're also not paying the actual taxes which needs to be paid to the government. So that is the way in India that the government officials who are really having enormous power, if you raise the issue, they will try to block your business. They will
Right.
try to make you loss. They will try to fully abolish you from anywhere in the map. In this year, January, we reported a bribe issue in Chennai Customs for a consignment of 1.25 lakhs value. They asked 8 lakhs bribe. After
Okay.
reporting on X, it got released.
So for 1.5 lakh consignment value, they asked 8 lakh.
yeah, because they see, okay, this product is selling in for this price in the market. So I can ask 80% of the product value or like that.
Okay.
And again, in the month of May, I was very sick and I had a shipment. I was asked bribe. Okay, I agreed to give it because I needed smooth business. We gave 3 lakhs around.
And what was the shipment value?
Shipment value was around less than 10 lakh.
Okay.
And
So around 30% of the actual
no,
cost.
no, no. Here comes the story. The customs have like 2 to 3 departments, like in clearing your import consignments. So one is the assessment, one is the shed, and other is the other intelligence department like SIB, Air Intelligence Unit, and other things. So what they do is they come into the picture. And my shipments got cleared in May. In June, one of my friends' shipment got held up because I refused to pay to one department.
Okay.
So, and then again, we went on Twitter X to reporting the issue with all the documented evidence that the officer asked as bribe and everything. And I was made to accept that officer was never asking me bribe. And so it's like this. So now it has resulted in other problems for me. So we have to have multiple ways to tackle this, and all over India is the same. See, make it legal, make it uniform for everyone. See, if you import, I can also import.
Right.
Anyone can import, and it will be equal level playing field for everyone in the business. See, the bribe in the industry is, I think I would ask many officers or many people, like, aren't we selling drugs or something? Like, why is the bribe so much?
So basically, if we take a case by case scenario, so can we call it, say, if you as a brand are trying to import directly from China and you import, say, 10 shipment over the year, one of the shipment is definitely gonna be screwed up by the import department, and that is something you can count it as a loss.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because out of 10, before the ratio was like 3 or even 5.
Out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10. And sometimes it might be low, like as 1 also. But sure, there are chances like, see, they are waiting for a right chance where you bring in a value, high value shipment or something. They are doing more research on the selling price and what is the market. See, custom officer basically knows everything. So he's
Right.
also a normal human being. He has access to internet. I see nowadays, before they used to just type and see the price for some product. Nowadays they just like take a picture of the product and just scan it,
Google image.
Google image, and it will bring all the selling websites and the Alibaba and everything.
Prices across all websites.
Everything, and they will just a couple of years back I imported a cream from Austria. The value was pretty much low because I bought it on a clearance price from the manufacturer. The officer said, if you don't pay me bribe, I will not release the shipment because your MRP is this, your value is this. I said, sir, it's not undervalue. It is a real value. It's not undervalue. It's a real value. But we had to pay it up because I went to seek contact. I brought in a person who was a retired person in customs, in vigilance, and he was the person in proof to hand over the bribe. Because he said, Praveen, less than a lakh officer is not willing to accept. Either you pay 1 lakh to officer or pay 10 lakh to government.
Right.
They will like threaten you to reassess the goods. God knows, maybe they consider the MRP or the selling price as the import price and could ruin you. And many of the startups have closed because of this
Legal issues.
legal issues. Yeah.
And I guess this is the reason why none of these established D2C brand, they try to source their product direct. They have a mediator or someone who is importing their product.
Yeah, there are like 5 to 10 people who are just sheer importers who just pick up the product from the Chinese factory and deliver it to India.
Your doorstep.
Yeah, at the doorstep.
And say, for example, if a brand is working with an importer who picks up product from China and and promises to deliver to your doorstep, and what if the consignment is held up by the customs? So who pays for that, and what are the legalities post?
See, the golden rule of any shipping or a forwarder agent is when you're giving the goods to them, You have to tell them the real value of the goods.
Okay.
So you're buying for 10 lakhs. You have to tell them this goods is 10 lakhs. You'll have to show them the invoice or pro forma or whatever it is. And they would have quoted you X number of price to deliver it. That is the shipping cost only. So even the Chinese companies have a policy to refund the goods value or the shipping cost. They have a ratio. Whereas in Indian people, they will refund the 100% of the goods value. Like if the goods get stuck for 10 lakhs, they will give you 10 lakhs by cash, or maybe they will reorder the goods for you, pay to the same factory, or maybe adjust in the few shipments. Like you say, like you import 10 shipments, 2 is caught. Okay, you order 2 more, I will do the free shipping for you. And so it will be 100% reimbursement across.
From the forwarder or from the manufacturer in
No,
China?
no, no, no. The manufacturer is not responsible for
From the
anything after
forwarder.
the goods depart from their factory. They will
Okay.
not take risk for the
Okay.
goods.
So the forwarder kind of adjusts the shipping amount if there is any
Yeah, the value
thing
is high,
stuck
right? Say, I am Beshram pays about like 8,000 to 10,000 rupees per kilogram
per
to,
kilogram.
to clear the goods at Delhi.
For sea or for air?
No, no, they do by air. So they pay
Okay.
very hefty amount because their products are costly. And I know people do 2,500 rupees per kg,
Per
4,000 per
kg.
kg. See, you import without packaging.
So there is only the clearance cost, not the
No,
entire
yeah, yeah,
logistic.
only the clearance cost, not the
Okay.
product.
And what average is the logistic cost from China to India by air?
By air, it would be like for battery goods around only for the logistic cost, it would be 600 to 800.
600
Only
to
the
800.
like no duty and everything, logistics cost only, because battery is very difficult to ship. And for normal goods, it would be like 400, 500 for the
And
logistic
for
cost.
clearance, if you want a smoother experience, you have to pay around 4 to
See, you want to
5,000 per
run the
kg.
business for long term,
Right.
keep paying. Like openly, everyone would not admit it, but uh, I have paid at least close to a crore every year in terms of bribe, because my customer says he needs the good,
Right. You
and
have to
I
deliver
need to
them.
survive in the business. So if I fight with the authorities, what is going to happen? Only
Right.
loss would be I would not get the product, customer would not get the product. So they know the tricks. So they say like, why you're not paying? Customer will pay you.
Okay. Coming back to, say, for example, we are recording this in the September month of 2025. What are the upcoming adult expos happening in China, or are there any other countries where these expo happens in South Asian countries like Indonesia or anywhere else, or is it only China? And what are the timelines throughout the year? When does this happen?
In the Asian continent, there's only two expos that I'm quite aware of. One is in Russia, and another in Shanghai. Happens every year in April, and another happens in August every year at Hong Kong. So
Okay.
these are the expos that international buyers or trade visits. There is an expo in Guangzhou city every year in the November first week. It
November
is a
1st week.
consumer expo
Okay.
that brands would do a B2C sales. It's not free, so they sell tickets for each day. A lot of people would come to buy the products. It's purely a selling thing. Apart from this, there are a lot of expos being created now. One happening in this month in Shenzhen, 17 to 19 of September. Another was happening in Yiwu in the month of
Okay.
July. See, new expos take time to get people, because in India market there are hardly like 50 or 100 people overall, including the direct importer, D2C brand, and small resellers and everything. And not everyone wants to import directly, so
Right.
they don't need to go there. And most of it revolves around the same catalog. See, you see, 80% of the websites in India sell the same product.
Right.
Maybe only 20% would sell unique product that cannot be sourced by others, or others don't want to buy and sell them.
Also, can you highlight the importance of branding in this category? Say, for example, because most of the goods which the brand imports are white label, all look same. But if you see from the branding point of view, that sachet thing has a complete different color palette. Say yellow, bright yellow, and color. They have a very pretty looking branding. If you see Lizus, they have amazing branding. So, do you feel like it is something which is an important part while building a brand to focus more on branding so that you stay unique because your product is something which is very common across? all the brand?
Yeah, in this industry, even I noticed the brands in China, a few brands, they have only black color in all of their products. They want to be known, okay, this product must be from this manufacturer, from this
Hmm.
brand. I know a brand called Osuga in China. So they have a different color scheme for each of their products. Like they have 5 or 6 limited products.
So you have to stand out because the product what you will be importing is gonna be same. So the only way to stand out is through your branding, which is
Yeah, branding has to be very clear.
mm,
Either you do it, your product speaks up, or
mm.
you make an influencer or a content creator to do the magic sales for you. But ultimately, the product has to be very key aspect.
Coming back to say launch of brand, we have covered almost everything. What, as per you, feel is the right time to launch a brand throughout the year? Is it the year-end time where we have a lot of festive and New Year sales happening, or is it the just before the Valentine season someone should launch a brand? What is the right time where someone can plan to launch a brand so that they get very good initial traction?
See, in my business, I have noticed that the school vacations, that in the summer vacation,
Hmm.
the sales are quite low,
Okay.
and during the Navratri or the Diwali,
Hmm.
because where they're more
Family.
spending time with family, kids, and
Hmm.
everything, so they would have less time for private thing. And
Right.
India is a very religious country,
Hmm.
so to indulge in kinky things during
Hmm.
the festivals is really
Hmm.
hard for them to find out the time. And
Absolutely.
once the Diwali is over, we would see a
Hmm.
very high spike of orders. And
Hmm.
once the schools and colleges reopen in June, we
Hmm.
see a very high spike. And
Hmm.
during the winter, like December, another thing is
Hmm.
always good. Valentine is not like it's a single day event, right?
Right.
But the business happens every day. But only thing is like only summer vacation and the puja times and other things would be sales would be bit low than normal. Probably somebody would buy it and stock it, but the sale would be almost like very low during those days because they would
Correct.
be shopping for jewelry,
Right, right, right.
dresses, and other
It's
things.
mostly around the family time where you meet people and try to
Yeah,
buy some other things. So
yeah.
it is something which is exactly opposite of how other D2C brands get their sales. So for apparel brand or cosmetic or any kind of any brand in skincare, so they have their major sales around year end, Navratra, Diwali, plus the summer vacation they have a mid-year sale. But it is exactly opposite to a personal wellness category where the sales timings are different.
Yeah, that's
Right. I
true.
think it's an amazing insight which we have got. So yeah, can you share us some insight on what age group is more likely to buy the product in this category? What is the major say age group? Are these the teenagers or the Gen Zs which are buying more of wellness, sexual wellness product, or is it the matured age group, say above 30 or say 50? What is the age group dynamics in this category?
In our business, basically, what we go through and observe is like our audience is major from 25 plus or mid 30s to 40s, like
Okay.
who are into relationship, who are married, like that. We don't have a big traction from the 18 plus or the young audience Gen Z crowd
Hmm.
because they don't have access to a big chunk of money. Like they are
Right.
not working yet, they're just into studies, beginning of their career. So our products are like imported mostly. It's not so cheap. It's like our average price is like 3K, 5K. We
Hmm.
have vibrators up to 30K, 40K. And even like 1 lakh, 2 lakh also. So our target audience is in the mid 30s.
Mid 30.
And they are who
It's
like
mostly
come,
married.
yeah, married people and probably single people also who are divorced or something. So they are the real customers who would turn to us every month
For
or
repeat
something.
purchase.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, talking about the geographical consumption, is there any data or is there any pattern which you have seen in India, say North is consuming more or buying more of these products compared to South, or is it the metro cities, say Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, or are there small cities, say Surat, Pune, Jaipur, which are emerging in this category for more sales?
See, going by survey or which is prevalent in the market, that what people say that this is number one, this is number two city. But in reality, business, what I feel and have seen is Northeast states are doing good in terms
Hmm.
of very big orders.
Northeast.
Yeah, and in the south, I would say Kerala state is
Okay.
very good because the diaspora is mostly working abroad. When
Hmm.
they come to vacation with the family, they want to enjoy maximum pleasure. They
Hmm.
love to explore things, kinky and everything. In Gujarat, like Surat, in Rajasthan, Jaipur, in Calcutta, in the west. So there are few cities where people would continue to order. People would be more advanced and updated than me also in some time, because
Right.
we have a customer in Kerala who says like, Praveen, I've seen this product somewhere on the internet. It's launched by this brand. Can you fetch it for me? And there's a customer in Mumbai saying like, I travel to the States. I find this product here. Could you import it for me? So it's wide. Some people would say, okay, Coimbatore is a very big city giving orders. We have tried with a physical store here, but no,
There's no conversion in
there's no
Coimbatore.
conversion, because here people are, there are loads of educational institutions, there is a lot of hospitals
Right.
and people working in the IT park. I went to find a store near IT park and I thought, okay, there's IT park, there would be tons of condom sale, lakhs of sale. I went to a pharmacist who has a shop there and he told me, sir, the IT guy comes to me and asks for a cheap brand condom, but a normal working guy comes and asks for a branded
Premium brand.
condom saying, I need this one, I need skin, I need latex free.
Okay.
So it's just a myth that, okay, if you have a shop near the IT place, a lot of people would come to buy your wellness product to enjoy. It's not like that. See, business is purely driven on real orders. We don't do any false marketing. We don't let our data out. Over the past 10 years, all the social media controls of my business remain with me only. None of my staffs, none of my family members, because a lot of females would contact,
Right.
they would share their number, they would share their address. So we maintain the data in a very, very confidential way, and we don't share the data that, okay, this person orders this, that person orders that.
Right.
We don't, like, we have people walking into our store, they have confidence on us, so we
Right.
don't want to betray that at
I
any
think
moment.
customer privacy and confidentiality is a core pillar of this industry. If you have to build and scale your brand in this category, you definitely need trust of a lot of people so that you can sustain more.
Yeah, our website is also on Magento, so data is very secure.
Right.
I see some platforms have the data leakage going out, and if female customers are known that they have
Right.
bought
Right.
a
Right.
toy, they will get approached in a wrong way.
Also,
So
the shipping packaging has to be in such a way like it should not look like you have ordered something which is from a personal wellness category.
yeah, see, we don't give invoice. We don't share our company name on the packaging. It's a plain discrete packaging. Whatever data, we share it directly to the customer by email or WhatsApp, and we keep the customer informed of it. And if they
Right.
don't want to be delivered to home or office, we deliver it to the courier office near to their pin code,
They
so
do
they
the
can go and
pickup.
directly pick it up. We have all the convenience, and wherever our stores are, we can deliver directly also, no
So does
problem.
it happen in this category where people are not, say for example, if I live in say flat number 10 on third floor B block, does it happen in this category where people do not put the exact address and they only put the flat number or the lane number
No, no,
just to
no, no.
avoid
They
the
give a very
privacy?
clear address. See, we ask everyone, email number is must, sorry, email ID and phone number is must. Because if delivery persons can't locate them, and if it gets delivered to wrong people, it's very pathetic situation. So all the address and everything has to be in perfect form. Then only we proceed to send out the good.
I think we have covered everything from product selection to sourcing of the product to marketing and selling of the product, and all the insight I think will be a great help for anyone who is looking into building a brand in this wellness category. I think thank you very much for your insightful sharing your journey, sharing the insight of know about all the industry facts and figures. Thank you very much for being on the Founder Circle podcast.
Thank you for inviting me to share my journey and deep insights about the business. Thank you.